You're listening to the Law Enforcement Pirate Radio Network. Radio Free Larry presiding.
You can run, but you can't hide.
Radio Free Larry.
All right, here we go again. Buckle up. Rough roads ahead. So I'm back on the SM35. Let me take this up a couple decibels. All right, here we go. Yeah, looks good. I'm on the SM35 with the IO 24 from PreSonus. Just easier. It's nice having the full-size mic in here, but it does get, when it gets real hot like it was, it's just not something to leave in the vehicle. All right. So my neighbor's been living here the whole time. He's a former engineer, combat engineer also. But I guess he was in Afghanistan maybe, or I'm not sure. It's either Afghanistan or Iraq. I don't know. Latest go around. I'm trying to help him not have what happened to me. He's got symptoms that I didn't have till later in life, but he definitely, he goes, my chiropractor says I'm tight, and then he starts talking about this and that, and I'm like, you got to get a massage therapy. It's kind of, it's something hitting off his head saying no, but he needs to get massage therapy. If he stays with it, it'll be perfect. They blocked me from it. I think I'm at the point where massage therapy might work, but I have to get to an apartment so I can bring somebody in and film it. I can't trust anybody. There's too much money out there, right? And even the money what it buys is at that point. This is their evil criminally intentioned contingency plan. They'll never interview me. They'll just write the reports with no exculpatory information. But at least I'll have it, and they won't be able to move on it. They'll just have all these reports. Go, look at all these years of all these reports, all fabricated and false statements. So I had to go out and get some air. I can't sit in there. I ordered a mountain bike. It's a great deal. I got a great deal. I can't complain about it. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to ride it. I'm going to give it a try. I mean, even if I ride down to this park that's like, about a half a mile away and back, I'm like, yay. So yeah, I can't remember what got through earlier. So I'm sitting there, and usually I just go with it and go, yeah, the apartment's not right. So this time I'm like, nah, enough's enough. So I'm like, well, what about the apartments that were available? And I think somebody said something on the phone that there was a 2-bedroom, and then she tries to cover for that. But I'm like, look on your website. There was like three apartments in the near future. The last one being August 1st, but one like the 13th and the 15th or something like that. Because she tried to give me some bullshit, and I'm like, and she's like looking, she's like, like when a baby like shits their diaper. That was her first look. So then she starts. I said, it's on a website. Go look. So she starts like pecking on her keyboard, and she can't find her own homepage, right? and then at a certain point, she just gives me this. She gives me this look like Edith Bunker, the dingbat look. But to her credit, I don't know if she's just if they were lying on their website or somebody called her and set it up. I think somebody set it up, right, based upon the psychic inferences I was receiving. And at the end, she tried to take control of it again. She's like, "Okay, Lawrence." I'm like, I come in here, you act like you don't know who I am. Now I'm okay, Lawrence. I'd say that though. I could have said next time I'll say that. Well, time appointed has come, I guess. Right. God, I just do what God tells me. Thank you, Larry. So my neighbor, yeah, I was like asking what size bike should I buy. I usually buy a small, but I think they're too small. And I actually I gained a half an inch here in Kansas. I don't know how. I've always been a foot 6 3/4. Now I'm 5 foot 7 1/4. Maybe my spine's uncompressing or something, right? And my legs and everything. So actually, me so he was right because the other bike starts at 5 foot 7. I'm like I'm 5 6 6 3/4. What should I do? I don't want to be like out on top of the bike and everything because I mean usually I ride like that, but because you can really handle well with them. You can really juke it left and right. And then I'm like, but I don't feel like that right now because I just got to be careful. And so he said that, and then I went and I posed the same question to the pro who makes them from the manufacturer. They have a chat. We chat with a pro, and he said, kind of same thing. I was thinking about, and he said, just go with the larger size. But when it all got said and done, I was 5 7 1/4, so I was over the 5 7 anyway. So I grew a half inch here in in Kansas, walking tall. Was that Joe Don Baker? So again, the whole thing is eventually the world's going to change into what these young people want it to be anyway. What the Republicans are doing is trying to preserve the states that they are the majority in as the majority. So they're forcing everybody to leave. All right. But again, they get a little bit too abrasive, and that's when the swing voter starts saying, I don't care what Biden's doing wrong. I'm not going to empower that shit, especially after Trump. Everybody's shell shocked from Trump, right? I believe his economy was a bubble anyway. Whether we had COVID or not, it was going to go kaput at a certain point. I mean, it wouldn't have gone as kaput, but he's just paying rich people to kick back the donations. FBI could have charged it. They won't. Or actually, they're saying justice. Justice won't. I actually have the best cases. They just won't do it. Or the attorneys won't do it. Sometimes they won't investigate it. Well, I have All right, I guess you're all there. I'm gonna sign off here. It should have signed off on its own. I went to a different device. They're all whacked because I made their crony look like a stooge. I'll be back in